Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video. So today's video topic isn't typically something I like talk about, but it's something that I get a lot of questions about, and I'm also drinking a smoothie. Anyways, it's just a topic that I get a lot of questions about, and oh my god, a topic that I get a lot of questions about, and that I just feel like if it's something you want to know, or if you yourself don't have any tattoos and you just want to kind of get into the vibe of like how somebody who is, I consider myself heavily tatted. I mean, I have a lot. Yeah, if you're just curious to know my story on like each one of my tattoos, then just continue watching this video. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. So first things first, I would get up and like physically show you where each one of these tattoos is on my body, but that would be a lot of like adjusting this camera and just, I don't feel like doing that. So I'm just gonna have them pop up either here or like here, and you'll just see them like as I describe them. So starting off with my very first one, it's on my ribs on the left side. I got this when I was just a couple days into being 18, a couple days after my birthday. I had wanted tattoos for a very long time, and I remember like every year, every time I'd get older, I'd always like beg my parents to let me get one. But no, I ultimately had to wait until I was 18 because then I just had the free range to do it whenever I wanted to myself. So the very first one I got was, like I said, on my left side. It's this one, wherever I decide to put it. So what it is that it's 5 paw prints, and they're not just regular paw prints or just like a random dog or something. They're lion paw prints. I like remember specifically looking it up when I made the appointment, or when I went and got it done. They're 5 lion paw prints because I'm a Leo, that is my zodiac sign, and so I kind of want to incorporate my like zodiac identity and just doing that. So I got like the 5 paw prints. Also there's 5, you'd probably wonder why, because lions have 4 legs. There's 5 because my birthday is August 5th, and I just felt like that was easily incorporable into this tattoo. Don't know if that's a word. And then along it too, it says pride, like there's letters. There's 2 reasons behind it, or I should say there's a few reasons behind why it says pride. The first one is because like I'm just prideful of who I am. It's just kind of like an homage to myself to like always be me and like authentically myself. And it has to do with the 7 deadly sins. One of my like dreams as a child was I've always wanted to have all 7 deadly sins tatted on me in some way, shape, or form. That was the very first one I got. Pride is one of the sins. So yeah, that's that one. I remember, I believe I got it in Arizona. I got it in Arizona a couple days after my 18th birthday. Moving on to tattoo number 2, it's on my chest. It says avarice, which is another one of the 7 deadly sins. It's like the Greek or Latin, I think it's Greek. It's the Greek word for greed. So I got that. That kind of just came to me randomly. I remember, so I also got that one when I was 18, I think just a couple months after my first one. I had just randomly been sitting on the couch, like just thinking about whatever, and I was like, I want to get avarice tattooed on my chest. And then like 2 days later, I went down to a tattoo shop that one of my friend's dads owned, and we just immediately got started. It says avarice, loved it. He wrote it up by hand. It was great. I personally like it just because it looks cool in a way. It's not my favorite of my tattoos just because over time I've gotten like more intricate ones, but it's definitely something like meaningful to me because it's that extra step to achieving the all 7 deadly sins like tattooed on me like goal I have in mind. Tattoo number 3 is on my stomach, or like lower abdomen, whatever you want to call it. It's a peacock feather. This one, a lot of people usually get confused with like a rose. A lot of people think it's like a rose, but no. And actually, fun fact is, well, 2 fun facts. The first one is that it was originally supposed to be colored, but I didn't want to pay more than what they were charging me because I like 18. That was also a couple months after. Didn't have too much money, but like I still wanted a tattoo because a lot of my friends and I were just going at this day to go get one. Yeah, so we just stuck with black, just straight up black tattoo. Fun fact number 2 is originally it was supposed to be a spider. Even though I'm terrified of spiders and I hate them and they freak me out, for whatever reason I like the look of like spider tattoos. So originally I was gonna have like a spider right there, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, no, it's kind of dumb because I'm terrified of spiders. Why would I want to tattoo that on me and see it every day? It was just like it was really spontaneous. It was very painful. I would say of all of my tattoos, that was the most painful, especially when it gets to the very top, like the little eye of the peacock feather. That was like an unbearable, excruciating pain for me. I don't even know why. It just hurt so bad. So tattoo number 4 is it's a very personal one to me. It means a lot to me, to be honest. A lot of people like look at me funny whenever they see it because they don't know my name. So what it is, it's the Warner Brothers symbol. Warner Brothers is this huge company, corporation, whatever you want to call them, huge name. And my last name is Warner. So I remember years back when my dad was getting that tattoo, I was like, oh, like, what is it? And he was like, oh, well, he didn't like directly say like, oh, it's Warner Brothers symbol, because I knew what that was. I just remember my dad getting it, and his has mine and my brother's name on it. And then if you look at mine has my dad's and my brother's name on it. So like in my head, we were gonna do this as kind of like a family tradition kind of thing. Like the 3 of us guys in my family would just get it to have like a matching tattoo, and it would be really cool. My brother still has yet to get it. Kind of upset about that, and he's much older than me. But I don't think my brother has any tattoos at all, and I've wanted tattoos since I was a child. I always thought they were so cool, so it was like always a priority of mine to get them. And so I always knew that I really wanted that one. I never knew where to get it though, because I'm relatively small, or even back, I should say back then, I was very much smaller. So to put it like on my arm, like how my dad had it, wouldn't have looked right. So I instead just opted to get it on my leg. I was also 18 at the time. I got a lot of my tattoos, my first ones, when I was 18. I think this was either the day before or the day of Valentine's Day I got it. I would say that's one of the only tattoos I like had in mind since I was very, very young that I wanted to get. Tattoo number 5 is on my other leg. Now this one is a butterfly, and written down the middle, like for the butterfly's body, is my mother's name. It says Patricia going vertically. I got that one on Mother's Day in, I think, 2016. I was 19 at the time. I wanted some way to have my mom tattooed on me and it'd be kind of special and like unique to her, so it wouldn't just be like just her name, just because I wasn't like huge fan of like just that. It's like really it for that one. I love it. It's really, to me, it's really nice. I remember the day I got it, my mom like cried, because I mean, of course you want your kids to like show that they love you, but to get your name tattooed on them is very serious in a way to some people. And that one is the only tattoo of mine that has some color to it. I think the color's a little bit faded now, but the eyes of it are like a bluish green, because that's like my mom's eye color, so that's another way to kind of make it more personal, more her. And so tattoo number 6, that same exact day, I got a second tattoo, like right after the butterfly. On the back of my neck, I got some stars going down. This one is 100% stolen from and copied from Rihanna. Huge, huge inspiration to me, big part of my life. And I just always wanted like a back of my neck tattoo, and I used to want like a crown, but then I realized that that's kind of corny and cheesy, so I just got these stars instead. I like it. I think it's really cute. It gives like a slightly more feminine kind of approach to it, which is all about me. That was number 6. Number 7 is this one on my arm. It's actually a funny story behind it. So that was back in 2017. I've gotten like at least one tattoo every year since I was 18. Back in 2017, I was kind of just craving getting a tattoo, because I was like, oh, I haven't gotten a tattoo in a while. I'm kind of craving like a needle and, you know, yada yada yada. And one of my friends' sister, who is now my friend, she's a tattoo artist, and she had this like giveaway going on Instagram. She was like feeling that she was in a random mood to do a Rihanna portrait, and I was like super stoked. I was like, wow, 3 things that like I love. I love tattoos, I love Rihanna, and I love free things. So I entered the getaway. I was doing all the like rules and requirements for it. Like every single day I was getting like more and more anxious and nervous for it to come. And then it almost didn't even happen, because the way that the names were chosen, she had her son's name, or she had her son, like an infant at the time, like grab names out of a bowl. And so he grabbed one name and it wasn't mine. And then like, he's a baby, he can't hold anything, so like a couple seconds later he like dropped it and then goes back in the pool and grabs the second one. That one was my name, and handed it to her. I was super excited, went and got it done. Tattoo means a lot to me. I love Rihanna. I think she's great. She's like my favorite person ever. Unfortunately, I haven't received like any public attention from her or her team for it. The most that happened was the Shade Room posted it, of course. It was really like an interesting experience, and I still love it. I don't care. I wouldn't change it for the world. So that's number 7. Number 8 is on the side of my neck. It says Savage. This was another random, just spontaneous one, I believe in 2018. Tattoo number 9 would be, oh my gosh, which one did I get next? I think 2019 was the only year I didn't get a tattoo. So number 9 would be this one in my ear. I can easily show you this one. This one in my ear, it's 2 A's. And the A's represent my nieces, Amelie and Aspen, who are very dear to me. Love them to pieces. I have other tattoos, other names, so it's like, of course I'm gonna get my nieces' names, you know, the only nieces I have. I do now have a third one, but I have to figure out a way to get her name included, and it's gonna be a challenge, but I like challenges. I like to try new things, so it's gonna be interesting to try to either incorporate another A into this, because her name also starts with an A, or, I don't know, something. I'll figure something out. And then that's number 9. Number 10, I have on my wrist. It stands for Je suis. I honestly don't know how to pronounce it, which is kind of like a BS excuse as to why it's a reason, but it is. It means I am in French. And so it's just kind of like a reminder to like always be who I am and to like authentically be myself. The next 2 tattoos I got, so I think I'm what, 11, 12 now, are on my thighs. And on my right thigh, it says Lust. On my left, it says 1996. Lust, for obvious reasons, it's another one of the 7 deadly sins. I just like how it looks. And I figured if I'm gonna get one thigh tattoo, because I got them at the exact same time, I'm gonna get them like one thigh tattoo. I'm gonna get a second one. Like, I just like the look of balance in that way. I usually like my tattoos placed unevenly, but for some reason the sense of balance really like wanted to be incorporated in these 2. And then 1996, because that's the year I was born. I think it's kind of cool to have that. I like again, it's another one of those, like, I just like the way it looks. It was kind of spontaneous in the moment. It was like the day before my birthday, and I was just sitting at work and was like, I want to get a tattoo. One of my friends had just gotten one of her thighs tattooed, and so I was like, I want to get my thigh tattooed now, so I went and got them. And then finally, number 13 is this one on my hand. The henna / another Rihanna inspired one. This is by far one of my absolute favorite tattoos. I've always wanted my hand. I've always thought hand tattoos were great. I've never gotten henna before, but I've always felt like it would kind of work well with my hands, and like I genuinely think I have pretty hands and like nice looking hands, especially how the nails complement. But it's also a lotus flower, just because it's my favorite flower. I think they're really pretty, really beautiful flowers. This was originally going to be colored. Then I thought, like, because I was gonna get it lavender, like instead of it being at all black, it would just be lavender and like white. But then I was like, no, over time that would fade too much. You wouldn't really be able to see it and it wouldn't look that good. And I'm very hairy, so just black all around fit better. And it looked way better that way. So I really love this tattoo. Okay, well that's all I have for tattoos. As you can tell, I really love them. I'm nowhere near done with my tattoo journey. So many more I want to get. I want to have just my whole body covered. Eventually I'm gonna get like a face one. It's just gonna be amazing, and I can't wait to one day be able to achieve that. Tattoos are just really fun to me. They're very fun. They're nice ways to express yourself. You need to always remember that you have to always remember that they are permanent. Very hard to get rid of. You know, you can get them lasered off, but that's very expensive, very costly, very time consuming. And sometimes they're still like a little bit there. So definitely always triple consider what you want your tattoos to be, because you don't want to be stuck with something that you don't like, something that's just like not at all you, or just something that like you hate. Like, you don't want to be able to look at it and hate it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video and going down this like memory lane for me. It's really interesting. I could have gotten way more into depth about all of them, because there's really way more stories to each one, just because they're all kind of like pivotal points in my life. I go through a lot. But yeah, I love tattoos. I can't wait to keep getting more, and this inspires people to get tattoos. If it doesn't, cool, whatever happens, I don't know. I like tattoos, I'm gonna get them. Gonna go ahead and wrap this up, because now this video is gonna get a little bit too long. Don't want it too long. Thank you all so much again for watching, and can't wait to see you all next time.